Hey everyone, Noam Weissman here, host of Unpacking Israeli History. After an incredible sellout show in Chicago back in June, Unpacking Israeli History is hitting the road once again, and this time we'll be at the 92nd Street Y in New York City on September 7th, along with a very special guest. None other than, wait for it, Dan Senor, best-selling author and host of the Call Me Back podcast. Our first show in June was off the charts, and this one promises to be just as epic. So if you're anywhere near New York City, grab your tickets right now at unpacked.bio/UIHNY25. That's unpacked.bio/UIHNY25. And yes, LA friends, Southern California friends, West Coast friends, don't you worry. Your turn is coming soon, November 12th. Stay tuned. But in the meantime, September 7th, see you soon, New York. Go, New York. Go, New York. Go.
Welcome to Soulful Jewish Living, Mindful Practices for Every Day, with me, Josh Feigelson. I'm grateful you're here, and I hope you benefit from our time together. A few episodes back, we played a short clip of Charlton Heston playing Moses as he came down Mount Sinai in the movie The Ten Commandments. Coincidentally, in another recent episode, we played a clip of Mel Brooks as the 2,000-year-old man. And if you're an astute observer of Jewish comedy, you may already be on to what I'm about to do, which is play this clip of Mel Brooks parodying Charlton Heston as Moses, this time coming down the mountain with not 2, but 3 tablets of stone, one of which he drops.
Hear me! Oh, hear me! All pay heed! The Lord Jehovah, has given unto you these 10 commandments for all to obey.
Though we don't really need a reason. In fact, everything Jewish should start with Mel Brooks, if you ask me. I want to start here this week for a couple of reasons. The first is that some of you have pointed out that our count in this mini-series on the 10 Commandments is a little funny. In truth, we did 2 episodes on what's generally referred to as the First Commandment. And that means that while this is the 5th episode in the series, we're only covering Shabbat, usually counted as the 4th Commandment, today. I apologize for any confusion we may have caused. But another reason I wanted to start with that clip of Mel Brooks as Moses is that the gag is actually a very good lesson in our topic for today, Shabbat. Because most fundamentally, Shabbat is about practicing holding on and letting go. Not holding on too much, not holding on too tightly, but holding on just enough and holding it just right. And that applies whether we're talking about how we hold onto stone tablets in our hands or all the stuff we're carrying in our minds, hearts, and bodies all the time. Of course, this isn't the first time we've talked about Shabbat on Soulful Jewish Living. We've had a lot of episodes about it, including an entire 7-episode miniseries on Shabbat practices in our 3rd season. Of course, we'll link to it in the show notes. And that reflects the fact that Shabbat is pretty much hands down the number 1 Jewish mindfulness practice there is. Shabbat isn't just something we practice on Friday night and Saturday. The 4th Commandment, the version in the book of Exodus, that is, says, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. The ancient rabbis understood this to mean don't just remember it on Shabbat itself, but remember it all the time. What they're telling us is that Shabbat isn't just a day. It's a consciousness, a way of living. Shabbat consciousness, the consciousness that comes from actively pausing and resting and letting go one day a week, that's the most fundamental, ongoing way we put into practice the big ideas of the preceding commandments. Want to ground in the oneness of the universe? Want to come back to it when your mind wanders? Want to avoid the trappings of false idols? Want to speak truth? Practice Shabbat. It will bring you back again and again, not just at Shabbat dinner, but even on a Tuesday afternoon. In Rabbinic Hebrew, Shabbat is often called by a fuller name, Shabbat Kodesh, the Holy Sabbath. That name is a reminder of how it's referred to in the Ten Commandments. Remember the Sabbath day, l'kadsho, to keep it holy. And by remembering Shabbat, we not only keep Shabbat holy, but we keep ourselves holy. By living with a Shabbat mind, we help ourselves to stay grounded in the oneness of the universe, avoid the distractions and false idols of the world, and stay true to our purpose and intention. Here's a simple meditation practice you can do to practice what I want to call Shabbat mind. You can do it if you have a few minutes or a whole hour. It's really simple. Slow down. Allow your body to arrive. Allow your mind to settle a bit. Try to set down whatever might be preoccupying you right now. A big project for school or work, a fight with a family member. Whatever it is, for the next few minutes, you have nowhere else to be and nothing else to do. We're going to do a really simple breathing practice. It involves counting, which can be a really helpful thing because it gives the thinking mind something to do. So, as you breathe in, make a gentle mental count. 1. Then, as you breathe out, again make a gentle note. 2. Keep the count really gentle and light, like a soft hand on the back. In 3. Out 4. In 5. Out 6. And now, when we come to the inhale on 7, try saying Shabbat. And on the exhale, try saying Kodesh, holy. Try it for another cycle, gently counting 1 to 6. And then Shabbat Kodesh. The gentleness of the counting here is a practice in holding lightly, not grasping too much, not letting go completely, just holding our minds and our hearts in a light and firm enough embrace, and maybe helping ourselves to feel held in the same embrace by the loving, animating life force of the universe. Blessings for the journey. Know that I'm on it with you. Thank you for joining us for Soulful Jewish Living, Mindful Practices for Every Day, a production of Unpacked, a brand of OpenDor Media, and the Institute for Jewish Spirituality. This episode is sponsored by Jonathan and Corey Califer and the Somerset Patriots, the Bridgewater, New Jersey-based AA affiliate of the New York Yankees. If you like this show, subscribe, share this episode with a friend, and give us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. Check out our website, Unpacked.media, for everything Unpacked related, and subscribe to our other podcasts. And check out the Institute for Jewish Spirituality. Most importantly, be in touch about what you heard today, what you'd like to hear more about, or to dedicate an episode. Write to me at josh@unpacked.media. This episode was hosted by me, Rabbi Josh Feigelson. Audio was edited by Rob Pera, and were produced by Rifki Stern. Thanks for joining us.